Okay, for today's video, I thought I could go over my makeup collection. That's what I keep in this dresser here. Today we'll be doing eyeshadow palettes. More specifically, my high-end palettes. And so here we go. A little disclaimer though. Oh my gosh, before I begin. I curated this collection with my own money. I do not receive PR. I just now started YouTube, so I am not reaping any of the benefits. I do not get paid by YouTube. Brands do not offer me sponsorships. I do not receive PR. All of this makeup I purchased with my own hard-earned cash from my 9-to-5 job. So please be kind. I am in no way bragging. This is just me kind of sharing my collection that I have, built throughout the years. So be kind, be gentle. This is my collection. Okay, so these are my high-end palettes. Starting from the left, let's go from the back. I have a, I forget what that palette is. But yeah, the Tarte Pro palette. It's an eyeshadow palette. It's about 2 years old now. It's okay. It's not really, I liked it at the beginning. It's one of my earlier palettes. Honestly, I really don't use this one that much, so it's really pretty, but a lot of these cooler tone purples and pinks I don't really use. These cooler tone mauves I also don't really use. If anything, it was like this top and bottom row. So I mean, it's just really not my color story. I can probably just give this away. I should probably do a declutter soon and kind of just get rid of these palettes I really don't use anymore. This Violet Voss Pro palette, I really like this. I got this for Christmas last year for myself. I really like it. The only row I can say I don't think I would ever use is this bottom row. And even then, I would still use maybe these 3 shades, maybe not Royal. Actually, I think I don't know. There's probably like this shade I would never use. It looks too mustardy and kind of goes with my nail polish that is chipping. Don't judge. Motivate is a little too cool tone, but other than that, these actually might be usable for me still. The tones are something that I would use. So that's that palette. It's the only Violet Voss palette I have, I believe. Oh my gosh, my palettes do not want to comply with me today. So, okay, the next one up is the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't love this one very much. It's pretty, but the shimmers don't they don't work as well as the Anastasia formula I know and love. It seems very not pigmented, not shimmery, not, I don't know, they just don't look as beautiful as they look on the eyes, like how they look in the pan. They just don't transfer like that. They just look very low quality. Just trying to be honest. If I didn't collect these, I would definitely have regretted this one. I mean, I kind of do regret this one. I don't like it. It's okay. The mattes are nice, but over half the palette is shimmers, so And for me not to like the shimmers, it's kind of a waste. actually do not want to stand up. Okay. So yeah, I don't love the Emery one, the Modern Renaissance. You guys have seen this one again and again. Love it. Don't use the pink shades. Pink is not my color. Subculture, this one got a lot of hate. I don't use it. I collect these. What am I, you know, Anastasia is just the brand I collect. I don't love that one. But the color scheme was just never, it wasn't my type of color scheme anyways. This is a Prism palette. This was like a low-key release. I honestly love this one. I feel like I didn't get enough hype. The only shade, honestly, I really don't like is this one, Sphere. I would never use this neon yellow green. Everything else. This one reminds me of the one in the Carly Bible palette that just came out. This shade, Dimension. And then all these other shades like Lure is in a lot of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. So, yep. Norvina palette. This is another regret, but I collect Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes again. So, it's one of those I regret, but I was going to get it anyways. But honestly, these shades just don't show up on my eyes. They're super light and sheer and faint. I'm a light medium skin tone, not even medium, like light medium, and they don't show up on my eyes. So, sort of a waste for someone like me or my skin tone. Unless you're fair, I don't recommend that one at all. Alyssa Edwards, these I would never use anyways. I mean, okay, I'm trying to think of the shades I would use. These brown ones and that brown and black. That's it. But I wouldn't reach for this palette just for those shades. So just collect Anastasia palettes. You know, I can't complain. I'm just huge fan of her formula. Same thing with the Rivera. Super colorful, just not my vibes. I like some of the peachy shades in here and the mustard shades. Some of the pinky shades are more wearable for me. Very light and pastel-like. So, yeah. I don't mind those so much, but still not very wearable for me. Okay, moving on. Sultry. I tried using Sultry. It's a little more cool toned. Oops. A little more cool toned than I like, but still very wearable. I love the shimmers in this one. Pretty. So yeah, I like this one. I don't mind it. I don't feel like I regret purchasing that one. The Carly Bible one. This one goes with the Norvina one. Kind of a regret. Not very wearable for my skin tone. Skin tone. I say type, but I mean skin tone. The shades don't really appeal to me. They don't really draw me in. I'm not really excited about using this palette. But I collect them, so whatever. Moving on. This Jackie Aina palette. Love the colors and the color story, the brightness, the pigmentation. I truly like this one. Yeah, I only use like half the palette because the pinks and the purples and the red I would never use, but all the other shades are really nice and really wearable, so I collect them anyways, but this one's actually a good purchase in my book. I don't regret this one at all. This is one that I grab and I'm excited to use. Okay, and then my favorite of all time, Soft Glam. If you want to know what my style is, this is my style. If I had to choose one palette for the rest of my life, it would probably be this one. Just because it has everything I need and love, and there's just not one shade I wouldn't use in here. Oh, except this one. This one's too pink undertoned for my taste. But other than that, every single one of these shades I use and love and obsessed with. I almost want to buy a backup of this one. I don't need it. but I almost want to buy a backup of it. And I also bought one for my mom because I love this one so much. And she doesn't wear makeup, but I bought it for her anyways, and now hopefully she will. Honestly, this is kind of like second to the Soft Glam. If I had to only buy one palette, or I couldn't buy this one, and then my second choice would be this one. Just because it's such a kind of essential base palette. It has all of my warm tones that I like for my transitions, my base, my outer corner, my crease to deepen up, and some shimmers. I love this palette. I feel like it's an essential for everybody. Everybody needs this palette. I really want to try her new one. I constantly, before she released the Latte 2, was on her page saying we needed a Latte 2. Like for years, ever since she released this one, and I loved this one. I kept telling her she needed a 2, and then she came out with a 2, and I'm not really, she went a different way with that one, I think. I'm not crazy about it, but I still want to try it, so yeah. Here is the KKW and Mario collab. This is the first one they did. I really like Kim's formula. It's just a little hard pressed, but the pigment is there and they show up pretty nice. They're just not impressive for the price. They're good. They're not, you know, $45, $50 good, whatever these cost. And then same with the other one. They're good. They're just not $45 good. I mean, if this was like ColourPop price, I would, yeah, most definitely recommend them. But, and then I also had the KKW Classic Blossom, which looked a lot more warm, neutral toned online. But whatever, it's still a really nice palette, and I'll get some use out of this, I'm sure. Even if it doesn't seem like it. I'll get there. I need to open up the color and be more brave. And then I also have the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas. This is so cute. I loved this when I first got it. Honestly, I haven't been crazy about it most recently, but I did really love it when I first got it, and it was used and loved, and yeah, so I do love that one. I feel like it was a good purchase. The Zoeva palette, it's still in its sleeve. Why do I do this? I have no idea. Alright, this is the color scheme I got. Again, this looked a lot more cooler, neutral online. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'll be gravitating towards this one anytime soon. Okay, next row is my Pat McGrath ones. Honestly, I think I just bought these to buy them. I don't... Oh, this one I like. This one, Taylor Wynn on YouTube recommended this one, so I had to go out and buy it, of course. And I really enjoy this one. It's really pretty. Good recommendation. It's my favorite Lorac palette. And then these are Pat McGrath ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, not too hard. Okay, that's going to be difficult to open. And then they're nice. They're not anything crazy. I don't recommend buying these, honestly. They're just too gimmicky and packagey and whatever you want to call it. They're just so much packaging. I don't understand why they do this. These are all in my like shades I would love to wear, but the packaging is just so much. I don't see what colors they are. I can't remember what they are. So I don't really, you know, gravitate towards them because I don't remember what they look like, and they're just buried in this packaging. Okay, this one I think I only bought because it was on sale. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would never wear these colors. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't make the best purchasing, decisions. Sorry, my dogs are being annoying right now. They hear people outside. They get highly anxious when they hear people. So I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna put these back. Yeah, so these don't get a whole ton of use, and I feel bad just because they were so expensive and really seem like a huge waste of money because I don't get enough use out of them. Okay, so now my next ones are this Pure Festival. This one's pretty nice. I just don't gravitate toward these colors, but there's some colors in here that I would most definitely use. I just forget about these palettes. And then this one I bought a long time ago, this Adeline and Morin Tarte collab. It seemed like really up my alley, but I don't use it. So, like, sometimes palettes are difficult purchases just because, you know, you see it online, you think it's beautiful, and you want to support, you know, fellow YouTubers and stuff, and then you will get it, and then it just doesn't pull you in like you thought it would. And so I totally, I don't know, I kind of hate myself. I'm kind of hard on myself sometimes, but that's just how it goes, and I can't be, you know, hating myself over, you know, dumb stuff. This is dumb. This is makeup. Like, I shouldn't be hating myself over makeup. But I should be more more cautious of my purchases or whatever. More self-con... I don't know what you call that. I should be more focused on where my money goes and my purchases, because I just haven't been the smartest about them. So this is a Tartelette Toasted. I honestly loved this palette for a really long time. I don't know if you can tell how much the matte shades were dug into. They were dug into a lot. So, I don't know, you can't even see Tarte on this bottom one right here. So, and this peach one. So, I really loved this one for a really long time when I first got it. And then, you know, it got replaced by new favorites. Tartelette in the Bloom. This one's, I think, the more mauve-y Tarte palette. Oh my gosh, these are really hard to open with one hand. I'm sorry. Alright, no, actually, yeah. It has like the mauve row at the bottom, but mostly neutrals. I also really liked this one. It was just a little more cool toned, and I'm not crazy about cool tone shades, so if I declutter, that would probably one that goes, or the one that does go. I love this one, Too Faced Sweet Peach, obsessed. A friend got it for me for Christmas the year it came out. I freaking love this one. That one would never leave my collection. This Gingerbread Extra Spicy. This was the newer release, not the first one, the second one to come around. The first one was too pinky, and it had like a blue and just other shades that I didn't think I would use. And then this one came out and it's way more neutral, more warm toned, less pinks, and I really thought this one would be one I would get more use out of the two gingerbread ones, and I'm glad I got it because I actually do really love this one too. I have the chocolate bar. This one came highly recommended by a lot of YouTubers and, you know, influencers online, and I can't see myself getting into this one, and I'm kind of upset with myself for buying it, knowing I probably wouldn't get any use out of it, and still buying it because everyone said it was great. I should know myself by now and know I'm not going to use it. So I should have known better and not purchased it. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed with myself. The Laura Lee Nudie Patootie. Yeah, don't use it. It's definitely more pink than I like, but I couldn't get a good grasp for the quality just because I didn't use it enough. My next one here is the Unzip by Lorac Desert Sunset. If I can get this thing open. It's a good palette. It's cute. Just the pink and purple I probably wouldn't use. I don't reach for this one just because I forget what it looks like on the inside. It's okay. And then I have this Lorac Pro. This one I think is a little light for me. Yeah, it's a little light for me, but I still try to use it, and it's really cool toned. I have this Lorac Pro. I don't know if they have different names or something. Oh yeah, they're numbered, so this is 4. Again, it's super light and cool toned. I don't know why I buy these. I know I'm not going to use them. I don't know what's wrong with me. And this is the only Kylie palette that I have. The Kylie eyeshadow palette, I mean. I think it's like the bronze palette or something. She doesn't name hers, or she does, but not on the actual back or anything. They're not named. There is no bronze or anything on there. I think it's the bronze palette. The Urban Decay Born to Run. I really loved this one for a long time at first, and then I kind of just forgot about it. It's a really beautiful palette. I really love this one. So yeah, look at all these pretty colors. I actually use this one. Contrary to what it may look like, I do actually use this one. It's a really good travel palette too. I think that's what they were going for anyways. Urban Decay OG. Meh. The Naked palette, Naked Heat. Ooh, this one I do love. I don't care what anybody says. I love this one. Ooh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I feel like there's not enough shimmers in here though. And the shimmers that it does have, they're really deep shimmers. So, really like this one. I have this Bobbi Brown. I think it's infrared. Yeah, infrared eyeshadow palette. Yeah, super cute. I just forget that I own this palette, like everything else that I own. Let me move over here, and I have my Makeup Geek ones. This is a Manny MUA Makeup Geek collab. I have 2 other palettes that are in their sleeves. I don't know why I keep them that way, and I really don't feel like opening them. Here is another Makeup Geek set. This was their autumn collection. This eyeshadow broke and kind of spilled into the other ones. Not in the Z palette. I believe it was when it was shipped to me it broke. So I tried to repress it the best I could. And this is an bad hand-eye coordination when you're looking through the camera. This is an Ofra blush and an Ofra banana powder. So I only have a few of these Z palettes, so I just keep them all together, even though those are face and eyeshadows together. I have this Bobbi Brown Crystal Drama. This was on sale at Sephora, and that's the only reason I bought it. I wanted to try Bobbi Brown so bad. It was before I had the infrared one, and I bought this one, and then the infrared one went on sale, and I was a little upset with myself. I just really wanted to try the Bobbi Brown formula, and it became an instant regret. I'm never going to use this palette. This is the Ciate Glitter Storm. It has like a really pretty packaging. Yeah, it's so pretty. And then the inside is just, this is actually really pretty. I think I could actually use this one. I just, again, forget because I have so many palettes, and I already have like my favorites that I enjoy gravitating towards and that just pull me in and I get excited about, and it's easy to forget about palettes like that. This is a Tarte Make It Happen palette. I got this for my birthday from a friend. I asked her for it though. She asked me which one I wanted, which one I liked, and I liked this one. And the formula was disappointing. It's not my friend's fault. I asked for it, so it's my fault. But this Tarte palette was inconsistent with Tarte's formula, and it was disappointing, and it was one of my biggest regrets. And then I have these two Tutti Frutti palettes by Too Faced. Very pretty. I haven't really pulled towards these just because the matte shades I would use with this, I wouldn't use it with those shimmer shades. So I feel like I would have to pull out a second palette to use these for the eye looks that I like. But I really need to like try these. I don't know, they're just sitting here. And I also got the berry one, even though I don't wear berry tones. But these look a little more wearable than some of my other ones. Or that's what I like to believe. I don't know. I need to declutter the ones I really don't use. So hopefully I will start using more of the ones that I do like and I do enjoy. Or so I can get a better sense of which ones I would gravitate towards if I had a better selection. Okay, so these are the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas. I love these little 5-pan shadows. They're super pigmented and really good formulas. I have the Baked Browns as well. Just a really nice base for any look. And then the berries. This one I'm pretty sure I got in a BoxyCharm, so don't at me. This is actually one I did not buy myself. In a way I did, in a way I didn't. So, came in a BoxyCharm. So I just kept it because it doesn't have the original box for me to say it's brand new. This was a collab with Tarte and Hush, one of the Kardashian makeup stylists or makeup artists. I love this blush. I really loved this palette for a little bit. I don't know if you can see how much I used it. I really did love it for a long time. And then, like everything else, new stuff came in and I forgot about it. Kristen Leanne with Urban Decay. Super cute. Really loved this one. Like, loved it. It seems so weird because it's not like Kristen Leanne's style though. But she did come out with a more colorful palette and I did not pick that one up for obvious reasons. I'm not a colorful palette gal. And then this Buxom palette, I got this one from a friend for Christmas. I asked her for it again. Like my friends ask me what palettes I want because I own a bunch of them and they just want to make sure they're getting me ones that I want and ones that I already don't own. So they'll ask me. Kind of boring, you know, all my that we do that. But you know, just so we make sure we're getting each other stuff that we really want versus, you know, making a mistake of getting you something already owned. And it kind of goes both ways because I know my friend also really loves makeup and she has a bunch of makeup too. And then I bought these Huda neons. I'm not going to open these because they're still in their plastic and I really don't want to, but you can look them up on Huda's website. It's the Neon Obsessions. I got all three of them, the pink one, the orange one, and the green one. They just looked really pretty online. I haven't used them. They're still in their sleeve. Same with this one. This is their Mauve Obsessions. I got this one in a BoxyCharm. Here are a few of the MAC quads. While I don't like MAC or other brands using packaging like this, that's kind of appropriating Indian culture and stuff like that. I do like this little style, but the colors weren't enough for me. I honestly just used these two colors, so it probably wasn't the best purchase, honestly. But it was on sale. It was like their clearance, trying to get it out, and I was like, fine, I'll pick it up. It looks cute. Not like the Indian thing, but you know, the shades. And then I also picked up the Patrick Star, one of their collabs, their little quads. I don't have to open this one. I guess you can see it right there, the colors. I actually really do use this one a lot. I love traveling with it. It's a really nice travel pack. Okay, we're almost done. So I got this Pat McGrath Labs Mini from a little kit from Sephora. Oh my gosh, these are so hard to open. Jesus. Okay. Whew. I haven't used it. I think I swatched this shade and that was it. Feel feel like it's not very versatile. I feel like I can't get a lot of looks out of this. I mean, I could just like this in the crease, this to smoke out the outer edge, and any shimmer that I want. Just, that's kind of it though. I have this Smashbox one that I don't remember what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that's such a pretty palette. Oh my gosh. I hate when they do this. Like, what does this have to do with that? Like, this is how I forget about good palettes, because I just can't, I don't remember what's in them. So I would have never have guessed this was in that. So Smashbox has questionable packaging, if you ask me. And then I have the Urban Decay Aphrodisiac. If I can get this one open. Opening palettes with one hand are kind of difficult. I think this was an Ulta exclusive. It is so pretty. Look at that. I actually have used this one a lot. In combination though with this Urban Decay Naked Heat Mini. I got the mini one first, when the mini one first came out. And then later on, the large one that I have over here, the Urban Decay Naked Heat large one, went on sale, so I bought that one too. But I really do love this one too. I've gotten a lot of use out of this one. I feel like I need to bring it back out. This palette has to be my biggest regret. I have the ColourPop Peach palette, and honestly, it's significantly better than this one. It has the same shimmer tones. The mattes are a little more brown, and then the mattes in the ColourPop one are more peach. But honestly, these don't show up on my eyes. They're super, super sheer. They don't show up. I, you know, build, and they just blend away. It's useless. It's a terrible palette. I very much regret it. And it's tiny and it looks like a toy. It just, for how expensive it was, Viseart just ruined my opinion of yourself. It's just terrible. It's a terrible palette. I will never buy another Viseart palette again. It was so bad. So terrible. And then I have these Natasha Denona minis. This is a mini Sunset palette, mini Nude, yep, and then the mini Lila palette. So I have a few of those. The Nude being my favorite. I use this one a ton. Similar tones in the Sunset. I also want to get some of her more recent ones, like the most recent two, I believe I would like to pick up. But I'm going to wait for Sephora sale to pick those up. I don't buy anything from Sephora unless it's on sale, so... Here are a couple of my Tarte round palettes. These don't ever want to stay in place, so I kind of leave them out. This one was a BoxyCharm one, and it kind of broke in transit, but it's still usable. I still like it. And then this is one of my first ever high-end purchases. I thought I was scoring a deal with this. A blush, bronzer, highlighter, and some eyeshadows. I did use this one a lot, just the little brown shades, but yeah, I really did like this one at the time I bought it. I hold on to this one more for sentimental value, just because, it was one of my first high-end purchases, and I was so happy to be able to get my hands on it. So that's it, guys. That is my high-end eyeshadow collection. I hope you guys stuck around this long. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys soon again in my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Oh my god, that's so weird. Bye.